Here's a funny one that I bookmarked. I mean, some of these I don't put up on the screen. I just sort of like bookmark them. The caption says, when your father told you you'd never accomplish anything in life and you prove him wrong. And if you can't read the caption on your screen, if you're on a phone, it says best anal sex scene. And she's being awarded in her little shiny dress with other ladies sort of like, oh, well done. It's like women will literally take attention for anything, including best anal sex scene. Next time it'll be the rusty trombone. Or if you don't know what that is, I'm not going to explain it to you. Look it up. But I guarantee there's the award for that too.
Well, it's always so funny because people are like, oh, man, imagine how her dad must feel about that. And you're like, what dad? Like, there's no father in the picture. What are you talking about? Like, oh, why don't you interview fathers of like women that have done porn or women that have become prostitutes? Like, they're not around. They're dead. Yeah. Like, they don't exist.
Kids is in the UK saying the same thing with national healthcare system over there. Like, yeah, everybody gets healthcare at the lowest bar possible. That's what you get. You get shit.
Yeah, you don't have a choice, though. At least in America, you got a choice. It's like if you want to have health insurance, you can have it. If you don't, you don't. But you can keep as much money as you can possibly get from the government. I don't have to pay in to a system that I'm not voluntarily using.
So we've got a recording here from the Tim Cash show, Tim Pool. I put a caption here. I've been saying this for years. These track-down hoes are all the same. They're covert feminists, given the opportunity to target wealthy men, enrich their lives, leverage family law for financial benefit, and alienate the father. They will do it. Well, here we go. Have a listen.
That Gen Z really doesn't have traditional dating periods. Yeah. It's you're just kind of hooking up.
There's no definition to anything.
Hey, maybe we should go back to like traditional dating. My girlfriend's a Democrat. I'm like, well, get out.
How does that happen?
I don't know. And that's what I said. I said, there is a fundamental difference in the values of Democrats and Republicans. That's not going to work. I mean, what happens if she gets pregnant? No one wants to commit or be in a traditional like dating.
Right.
These weird talking stages, and their talking stages mean like the hookup phase. Why do we have so many people making choices that really are against their biological nature? I feel like this is a majority of the Gen Z girls and the whatever they're calling that other generation. They really fell prey to this hookup culture. They're understanding that it's not making them happy. If you're a young man looking for a more traditional relationship,
go to church.
Yeah. I just feel like they have to live, you have to walk the walk, and you can't be calling for traditional lifestyles if you yourself are involved in hookup culture and things like that. Social media contributes to the problem of people always thinking there's something else out there. Well, I could do better. I think it's more important to be have shared values rather than interests. I think interests are temporary and can be switched out and changed. You want to promote family values and tell everyone to have families, and that's your purpose, but it's also very hard for people to do that now. So
there are a bunch of people trying to take your kid away from you as well.
Yeah, exactly. You have people who can't raise families the way that we're supposed to. They are really trying to take our children from us.
She's literally doing the same thing today to Elon Musk. All right. Like, I'm telling you guys,
follow these bimbos if you're an idiot, man. If you guys really take any of these bitches seriously, you deserve whatever happens to you.
Yeah. Watch the damn behavior. I went hard on Zelensky this week. So there's two frames, original, like give us money. We'll take it as a loan. And then he changed his tune to basically, oh no, it's not a loan anymore. It's free.
If you can't give us some financial support, okay, please give us a credit and we will give you back money. If you can't give us.
So he's talking about give us credit and we'll give you back money. And then in his next speech.
Знаю, що у нас було 100.
So he's saying this in Ukrainian, so I'll just read it out and mute it because it's got subtitles. I know that we had 100, and that's a fact. I'm not going to recognize 500. I think he's talking about billion, no matter what anyone says, no matter how we communicate, with all due respect, again, with all due respect to the partners, I am standing firm because this is a true situation. We are absolutely right. And the second situation, to be honest, even 100 billion, I am not ready to fix. Let me explain why. Because we should not recognize grants as debts. Do you like it or not? I negotiated with Biden and negotiated with the Congress of the United States of America. I'm grateful to the Congress. It was the presence of two parties. There you go. And he cuts off from there. So he's talking about the money being received as a grant, where prior he's basically begging for credit, and we will pay you back. And as it stands right now, the United Kingdom is actually trying to negotiate mineral rights for the money that they've given Zelensky, and it looks like they're probably going to work out some kind of a deal. I got another bookmark over here, Ma. I really don't like, Zelensky. People ask me why,
he's a slime ball.
He's a rat. He's a fucking rat. This piece of scum has laundered hundreds of billions of dollars. He's murdered his own people. The women have left the country and they're partying in Ibiza and on the beaches and shit like this. And the fucking men are dying and they're fighting a war they're not going to win. And he provoked and instigated it by trying, this whole NATO angle and stuff like this. When you go down the rabbit hole and you look at all the details, he's played a huge part in killing off a large percentage of his population to financially enrich himself. There's been a lot of people that have said that he's been selling off arms that he was given for free. A lot of the money that they've received has certainly not gone to a war effort. It's gone to line the pockets of people. It's a money laundering operation, and people are starting to see that now. Spread the word. Some people don't like to hear it. They want to argue with me. The lines are open. Come on in. Call me a liar. Let's hear what you got. All right, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the courses tab. Newer to the channel, hit subscribe.